Good evening, friends. Today yet I'm back with another topic. Basically, you've seen in the thumbnail. Some of my viewers have requested, I think different planet in the 11th house can help in manifesting your desires, your gain, your income, your friends' network. Because I think most of the people see a lot of planets in the 11th house. 11th house is no doubt the achievements in your life, not only in terms of financial gains, but position, power, business. First of all, you need to understand what exactly 11th house is. 11th house is the reflection of your fifth house. Like first house is yourself, seventh house is the reflection of yourself. Okay. So when we talk about the fifth house, basically, as I have made a video in the previous video related to marriage and importance of that. So in 11th house, basically, you need to see that what are the past life punya merits basically you have achieved. So somewhere basically 11th house is the reflection of that. How much gains you will see in your life, how much friends, elder siblings, how much big network you will see in your life, which kind of planet sitting in the 11th house, is it compatible? What are the measurements you need to take in your life to extract the two fruits of the 11th house? Okay. Whether the Mahadasha, Antardasha of that planet comes in with the early age, or let's say if any planet is sitting in a retrograde position in the 11th house, sometimes that can be great threat in your life. Why I'm saying this? So sometimes some people have a good retrograde planet here, then the chapter will be completely different. Only five planet can be retrograde here, but you can also take Rahu Ketu as also under that clause of retrograde planet. Then whichever planet you have in your 11th house in a retrogression, this is specifically I am telling to them, check out at your birth ascendant nakshatra. Your ascendant will be falling in any specific degrees. Let's say your Aries ascendant, your ascendant ASC, ascendant degrees are 19 degrees. So ascendant is falling in a particular sign. Each sign has mostly three nakshatras. And the degree falling in any particular nakshatra is your Lagna nakshatra or birth ascendant nakshatra. And whenever you have a retrograde planet means something physically unfinished needs to be happening in your life. Either that will be reward, either there will be rectification, or that will be punishment. I made a video on Navtara. To understand retrograde planet, I have made several videos. You can go to all. Most of the retrograde planet always should be seen by birth, ascendant, nakshatra. Their transit should never be seen by the moon transit. No, they are completely physical in nature. It's like a physically unfinished chapters. So I have highlighted that there are some nakshatra at the time of a birth. If they are placed there, and if they are falling under particular house, that house matter will completely exhaust your energy. Sometimes that planet may be in a own sign, exalted sign, friendly sign, enemy sign, and you may be wondering why this planet, despite of being retrograde, sitting in own sign, exalted sign, is not giving you the kind of a result you are expecting. Let's say some of the people might have very good planets in 11th house in a retrogression. Somewhere they may be making a lot of money, but they may be dragged in unnecessary conflict. Business gets shut down. Your friends ditches you. You're lending money to somebody, never comes back. So situation is like a sinking ship. So 11th house is a house where somehow you can find the 5th, 14th, and 23rd nakshatra. The second bad category nakshatra in the Navtara mostly will be falling somewhere between the 10th house and 11th house. So that's why I'm asking you, especially to the people who are having retrograde planet in 11th house, if you memorize all the nakshatra order in the natural zodiac belt from Ashwini nakshatra to Revati nakshatra, these are the 27 nakshatra. So whichever ascendant you are born, look at the birth ascendant degree first. See who is the nakshatra lord of that nakshatra. From that, if you count 3, 12, 21. If any retrograde planet is placed there, that's a problem. 5, 14, and 23. Sometimes that 23rd nakshatra will be falling somewhere between the 10th house and 11th house, mostly 11th house. Then you have a past life payback towards your elder brothers, past life serious, I think, problem with the group work, teamwork, networking. Somewhere you have manifested your desire in the past life, or let's say somebody from your father's generation, grandfather's generation, maternal grandfather's generation might have extracted something without with harming somebody or creating trouble for everybody. Okay. So 5, 14, 23rd nakshatra. If by any means 23rd nakshatra is in the 11th house and if a retrograde planet is sitting there, which can be that retrograde planet? Either that can be Mercury, either that can be Venus, that can be Mars, Jupiter, Saturn. These are traditional five planets which usually gets retrograde. If any one of them is a retrograde, that means you will not gain that much in your life. Rather than in order to gain, you might be losing a lot of failed education, lot of misconception, business shutdown, or let's say you might have made a great gains in business, academics, job or something. After a certain point, everything started getting destroyed. Whenever the Antardasha, Mahadasha or that particular house gets activated in the age group of let's say 11, 23, 35, 47, 59, 71. These are the particular ages. When that year will be activated, that age will be activated, you will see that 11th house gets activated in that planet. In every time that house activated, you will face the same music, not necessary. Sometimes you have to see that wherever that particular house activated, which Mahadasha, then Antardasha, then Pratyantardasha you are going. When all three things are getting connected, that is the particular area, the real danger, the real challenge, the real trouble will come into your life. So before speaking on all the 7, 9 planets placed in the 11th house in terms of gain, manifestation, friends, elder siblings, achievement, I have made this highlight to all of the people. So basically you get a better idea why sometimes some people having despite of great planet, which may be retro planet, this is only in context to retro planet. I have made a disclaimer here. Okay, there are a lot of other factions also. Simply don't jump into the conclusion. Let's say if that 23rd nakshatra somehow is sitting in good nakshatra, then the scenario can change. These are very microscopic things. Most of the astrologer will not speak. Okay, some will say this Navtara technique is not useful or not working or something like that. They don't want to go into that deep. Why? Because people are not willing to pay to astrologers. So why should astrologers work hard in your? Why should astrologers spend their time in? Because one chart to technically understand to the grassroots, going through your genetic roots, what you are carrying. So sometimes these retrograde planet are the reflection of your genetic ancestor-based bad karmas. You might have been participating there. The 11th house is the group of people. The more deadly nakshatra, the 23rd nakshatra from the birth ascendant nakshatra falls in the 11th house. You might have been a part of a group, a corporate organization, a political body, any kind of thing which demands commercial group, commercial activity. And you might have, I think, ditched the masses, workers. Let's say you might have been a big corporate organization, big company owner, or a big organization, or might have been a government person or something like that, and you have shown a lot of dreams, ambition to the people or the people who might be working for you as a friend, as a partner, as a worker, and you have not manifested, rather you have taken the resources, fooling them, cheating them, harming them, or creating trouble to them. Okay, somewhere you have caused damage to masses in big numbers. So sometimes in this lifetime, rather than gaining, you will be stuck in something. If let's say Jupiter is here, that can be the more deadly planet in your life. So this is something I have made it very clear. So the people who are watching my video for the first time, I request them to please subscribe the channel to get deep, detailed information about astrological insights. There are various terms which you will not find in any other YouTube channel. People shy, hesitate, or do not want to uh, do not want to make that much of clarity basically, but I'm here making it clear. So this is not try to sell a new concept or something. Navtara Chakra Paddhati is a very ancient concept. Nakshatra. Let's say if you see any building has a foundation. Nakshatras are the grassroots foundation, the soil, where basically you see soil, you need to check what kind of. So at the time of a birth, if any planet is placed according to that, especially a retrograde planet, are the physical unfinished chapters, which may be your bad karma. If they are placed in bad nakshatra, as I have mentioned in the Navtara, if they are placed in good nakshatra, they can be great reward. The fruit in the past life which you might have not got, the same nakshatra in the 11th house can give you 11 times great result. Any retrograde planet, if somehow is setting in the great, to know the detail about them, you need to take professional consultation. Everything cannot I reveal to everybody here because person to person scenario will be different. So to know it better, please subscribe this channel for more such videos, like and share with all your friends. Now let's come basically what each kind of planet can do in the 11th house. But before we understand the 11th house, you must be aware that significator is a term everybody may not be well aware. 11th house is a department of Jupiter, gains, achievement, not only monetary gains. What kind of, I think, network you have in your life. Some will be through the family reasons, elder brothers, sisters is the 11th house, somebody who is bigger than you, elder than you, then your friends, which may be your school friends also, college friends also, your I think work environment friend, business partners. So there may be lot many people coming into your contact. Like say if you are running any corporate organization, company or something like that. So this is a corporate organization. It's a more group of people working here. So 11th house is like that, networking. So Jupiter is naturally the Karka. No matter you're born in which ascendant, no matter which planet is your 11th lord, that's a secondary matter. If Jupiter is not in a good condition, let's say Jupiter is placed in the 6th house. You may be born in any ascendant and you have a planet in 11th house. So sometimes you will feel great trouble in manifestation, relationship with your friends, your elder siblings, the kind of gain you expect. You have to fight a lot. Your friends may be turning enemy. The people coming under with your group may be destroying you something. So somehow you need to know that Jupiter placement plays a very important role. Don't look any planet as 11th lord or any planet in 11th house in isolation. Look through its background. The area in charge is like a Jupiter. Jupiter is the Karka of 11th house, Punya. If your Punyas are not strong, but 11th house looks very promising, it will not behave up to the complete potential. Let's say, if I'll say something, any planet in 11th house in own sign, excited, may not be retrograde, even setting in good nakshatra, looks very promising. So, this is one of the reasons Jupiter needs to be seen jointly with any planet in the 11th house. Now let's start with the different planets. Let's say if anybody has the sun in the 11th house. Sun is the naturally karka of first house, 10th house. In the 11th house gives very royal contacts, royal friends, fatherly figure peoples, basically influential peoples, doctors, politicians, bureaucrats, people who are into gold business or independent business, who are dignified in society somewhere. Your elder brother or sister might be a doctor, an influential person, or an independent businessman, or might their network will help you like anything. Somebody within your family may be a famous person, let's say because from your second house, 11th house happen to be the 10th house. So status of your family will be very dignified. Somewhere you will be born in a royal family or a very renowned dignified family. Irrespective any sign falling somewhere. Your family will not be in underrated family or something. 11th house, sun can give you great returns in your life. You have to make it sure that never, I think, go into any dicey activities. Sun can give you great, I think, returns in your life, manifestations. But if any point of way, if Ketu makes any connection, or let's say Saturn makes any connection with the planet Sun in the 11th house, then I think you need to understand one thing till your father is alive. till your father is alive. Let's say you have a retro Saturn in the fifth house. It will not let you, or let's say Jupiter is retrograde in your chart. It will not let you achieve big things in life until your father is alive or you are staying nearby your father. Because whenever Sun is in the 11th house, Jupiter, the Karaka, if retrograde, or if Jupiter is anywhere making connection with Sun through the retrograde motion, or Jupiter is anywhere retrograde, or let's say ninth lord is retrograde, or Saturn being a retrograde is aspecting or connected with the Sun. You might have good friends, good contacts. You might have great ability, great network, but will not be working for you till basically your father is alive or you are staying nearby your father. You have to completely move out at a different location, different direction to put your effort in order to see the gain, manifestation, achievements in your life, which may be job, which may be business, which may be education, which may be promotion, which may be growth. Then only you can expect a great return, great achievement in your life. Sometime I would like to say that uh, some people basically after 47th year they see massive growth in your life, basically massive growth, because Sun in the 11th house sometimes gets activated in the 35th year. Sometimes I think it will get activated in the 47th year. After that, you might see a great gain returns coming into your life. So that was Planet Sun, but make it sure that you never take a fight or conflict with any influential person, or don't abuse or deal your father in a bad way. If any of, let's say you are not having a good equations with your father, you have a lot of complaints due to lot many reasons, and Sun is not functioning well, make distance, healthy distance from your father. Don't try to destroy the relationship, because you cannot win with the planet Sun. It's the karaka of your soul, which is sitting in the 11th house. Later on, when you will become father, then you will see the same conflict coming to your children. So make sure as a father, as a child, don't destroy or have a fight with the people in the government offices, politicians, influential people. Should be very careful, because the same Sun in the 11th house can completely make you engage in such kind of conflict that your whole life may turn into battleground. Otherwise, this Sun, if not afflicted and no other planet are going to be bad, can give you 11 times great things in your life. Mostly, I have seen the people having Sun in the 11th house might have a fish symbol in their palm, somewhere in the Sun mount, or any of these fingers, Sun's finger. So basically, see if you have that, it's a guarantee in your chart that you will achieve great things in your life: name, fame, recognition, power, position. You may be building something of your own. So that is the planet Sun in your life. Then we go to the next planet, the planet Moon, which is the karaka of your fourth house, lord of emotions, mother. Moon is also the friend of Jupiter. Basically, in 11th house, the soft planet can give massive gains. But with regard to Moon, you need to understand that Moon is of Krishna Paksh or Shukla Paksh Tithi. That Vedic calendar, you need to see that if by any way Moon is sitting in the 11th house in the tithis like Chaturthi, Navami, Chaturdashi, Amavasya, Sun, Moon together, then definitely it will give you manifestation, achievements, and something, but at a great price. You have to sacrifice a lot in your life, because these tithis are not very compatible with at the time of a birth. Rikta tithis, empty tithis. You may be seeing that you are only born to achieve and to deliver something to somebody else. Moon is a motherly nature planet, and technically 11th house is a threat and longevity to your mother, or your, you can say, far away location from your comfort location, birth city. So sometimes the Moon in the 11th house will always push you to move away from your comfort location to see the growth, rise, achievement in your life. You can be great businessman, you can be great artist, you might be good in medicines, you might be good in any kind of business also. Moon basically is a very good in 11th house in terms of networking, friendship, but should not be extremely very emotional. Must be very practical in the 11th house. If Jupiter somewhere makes a good connection with this Moon, you will be a very wise person. Make sure no matter how your mother is, if you have a bad equations with your mother, you treat motherly figure or motherly ladies in a bad way, this moon is not going to give you good results. But whenever you see a fish symbol in your moon mount, this is your moon mount. And moon is there, Vargottama. Moon is there in a Pushkar Navansha. Moon is of Purnima. Moon is of good tithis like Tritiya, Ashtami, Ekadashi. Ekadashi tithi born people with the moon in the 11th and a fish symbol in a hand. They can become multi-billionaire in your life. I have seen this combination in some of the great people's chart. But moon basically will take away your comfort because it is the karka of the fourth house in the birth chart. So 11th house happens to be the eighth house of that. It will break your heart or somewhere trouble with the mother. Your private life may become a trouble at some point of time. Some setback might happen. Some shock, insecurities will bother you. But after that, you will see a new life, a new thing happening in your life. Okay. So that was the moon in the 11th house. Now let's come to the planet Mars. 11th house speaks about the uh, elder siblings. And whenever the Mars kind of a planet comes in the 11th house, it is a karka significant of third house. Younger siblings, your muscle power, your confidence, your courage, your boldness, presentation skills, and it is a karka of sixth house of enemy competition. When Mars basically comes into the 11th house, you might have very limited friends rather than more enemies. Sometimes you might be the eldest child of your parent, or let's say if you have an eldest brother or sister, there might be some friction with your brothers and sisters because Mars is the sixth lord karka going in 11th house of friends. You may be willing good things with your friend, but your friends might be very jealous, trying to backstab you. You will be very competitive. You may be very practical in your life. Sometimes you may be extremely very materialistic in your life. And Mars is like a go-getter kind of a group of friends. You might be having friends with the Martian energy in your life or elder siblings. Look, Mars is not a planet of friendship. Mars is like a soldier, and 11th house is a corporate organization. So you will be trying to become one-man army in the 11th house. 11th house demands teamwork. So these both things are a bit contradictory, although I have seen people with the Mars in the 11th house having great gains, great achievement, and great passion, but they sometimes face a lot of physical challenges in their life, lot of trouble on health, attack, injury, accident. Everybody, if somewhere the Mars is retrograde, this can be very deadly combination if that is placed in the 23rd nakshatra. In the past life, you might have made a massive damage to the group of people in your organization, your brothers, sisters, or somewhere you have achieved your objectives in a very brutal or a very bad manner. So in this lifetime, you will be getting frustrated like anything. Inner anger will be happening there. So you should be very careful with the Mars in the 11th. Don't, if people calls you that you are not socialite, you're not mixing up with you might be a little bit reserved kind of a person, right? Because from the childhood experience or something, you may be just a hi hello kind of a friend to everybody, but you'll have very numerical friends, handful of friends on your fingertips basically, because technically Mars is the kark of sixth house, enemies, competitiveness. So sometimes your friends will try to compete directly, indirectly with you. The more you grow, you more enemies you earn. And that is a bit scary situation, but yes, you will gain anything as a manager, as an industrialist, as an engineer. You can be a manufacturing expert in something. You can be good in technological studies, sports, activities, real estate sectors, building constructions, electric sectors, and something like that. So these are something basically with the Mars in the 11th house can give you, but make sure that be very alert in your life. I'll not ask you to be socialite or doing networking or something because I've not seen people with the Mars in the 11th house always getting benefit from friends, elder siblings. They are somebody who has to fight their own battle, achieve. They don't hardly sometimes gets the help in their life because their image is something like that. These people are very macho and dynamic in life. If nay, but Somebody feels that they don't ask for help or sometimes because Mars feels very embarrassed when it is to take the help. It portrays himself, herself as a I can lead the group. That is the kind of aura somewhere directly, indirectly, depending upon the other factions of the planet with the Mars in that sign quality and all will change the features. But even Mars can give you massive, a billionaire can take birth. Somebody through his guts, through his confidence, through its brutal behavior, or sometimes can make big achievements in life. So that was Mars. Then we bring to the planet Mercury in the 11th house. Networking, friendship, teenage life, discussion, debate. Mercury is also, you can say, somewhere basically the natural sixth lord of Virgo sign. Debate, discussion, logic, arguments. But Mercury is a bit smart than Mars basically. Very opportunistic planet, very clever, but lacks the far-sighted vision, but has a lot of ideas, very good in networking, PR agencies. I find if I sum up way a best planet who can take the good fruit of the 11th house is basically Mercury in the 11th house. These people might have great network, great connection with all sections of the society, maybe politician, maybe businessman, maybe artist, maybe astrologers, maybe singers, maybe comedy artist, maybe chartered accountant, maybe businessman. These people know how to do the public relationship marketing business. I don't think I need to teach them. If Mercury is retro, then it's a problem, especially in the 23rd nakshatra. But otherwise, this Mercury with the minimum effort can give you the maximum. I have seen some of the people with the Mercury, they're not well versed in very good education, but they are good in mathematics, basic communication, something. One of the friend basically he started a small shop in something of food items or something, basic things. Uh, 25 years before when I was, I think, let's say 20-year old, somewhere between the year of 2000. That fellow was snack shops and something like that. He was somewhere around my age group also. He was having Mercury in the 11th. And today he's 5 times more richer than me. So basically, these people know how to have a good relationship equations. They learn from everybody. They respect, I think, everybody. They develop. Networking is one of the key quality, art, friendship, and Mercury is champion in that. So never underestimate a person with the Mercury. They may not be showing how much they are earning. The wise people will never, but they have great ideas. They don't only keep ideas in the brain, but they implement it. Sometimes they may do fraudulent activity also if any other bad planet is there. But make sure that you will be caught. Make sure your reputation is not damaged because this area is governed by Jupiter. So somewhere Mercury can give you great education, communication sector, business. They may have multiple source of income. Their family may not be knowing that how much money this man or a woman is making money. They are very good in money making. I said na, they can be doing multiple jobs, business, part time, this time in stock market, making easy money. I if I need to in modern times, basically through social media, to writing, to speaking, to doing something, these people are excellent, very quick, very fast. If you have a good Mercury in the 11th, but make sure that you have good relationship with your siblings. Don't try to cheat. Don't try to fool somebody because that will destroy your Mercury. Once you can do that, but later on it will backfire you in nowadays the social media world. So friends, that was Mercury. Then we basically come to the planet Jupiter itself, the actual Karka of the 11th house. Jupiter in 11th house is excellent planet. I would like to say this is one of the best planet, wise planet. These people are very simplified in nature, very intelligent. They have a circle of may not be a very big network, but somehow they will be having a support, elder brother, sister, or they may be the eldest in their family. They will have a network of good educated people around them, gurus, teachers, intellectual peoples basically. They can be also, unlike Mercury, they may not be very quick and fast, but I have seen that money making can be learned by Jupiter, multi-talented. But they will be doing for something very long term goals, long term ambition, massive wealth. The Jupiter in the 11th can give you sometimes the break the records of all 4 5 generations. I see have Jupiter in 11th works fantastically, but it should not be in 23rd nakshatra from your birth ascendant. Otherwise, it will take you to the pinnacle like a snake's and ladder. Then the snake will bite and you will be coming back to the zero. It is a big genetic curse if Jupiter is in 11th house and sitting in the 23rd nakshatra from your birth ascendant nakshatra. No matter in whichever ascendant you are born, look at the birth ascendant nakshatra. In past life, you might have got massive achievement, but by fooling, doing something very wrong towards the society, towards the family, towards your ancestor, towards your community, towards a religion. Jupiter is the karaka of four important house in the birth chart: second house, fifth house, ninth house, 11th house. Jupiter is a karaka in a female chart. Karaka of husband in a female chart. Jupiter's karaka of son, father, guru, teachers. Jupiter is a karaka of a public money also. Your dharma, your traditions, your culture, your civilization, your community. You might have done something extremely wrong, being a guru, being a teacher, being an astrologer, something unpardonable. You might not know that. If you go through the Manusmriti rule, basically, if a Brahman, Jupiter is like a Brahmin, a very simplified teacher kind of a person, but very intellectual and wise. But if you have done something, a great genetic curse will follow you. But if that is not the case, and you have a Jupiter in a good nakshatra, in a good position, this Jupiter can fulfill all your desires in this life, whether you are a male or female. Just make sure that never go for any short term or any unethical practices in your life. Jupiter is purely a sattvic planet, does not like to make too much of show off. Never show off your wealth in your life. That is something Jupiter does not like. It likes to stay, remain grounded, very simplified in nature. You may be very rich, but be very simplified. In that way, Jupiter works fantastic. Jupiter does not like show off. It's somewhere like the Saturn and Ketu. So make sure you have a good equation with your family, with your ancestors, with your husband, your children, your father figure, your gurus, your elder brothers, sisters. Even Jupiter is much wiser than I think Mercury. So whatever if Mercury can give you something 11 times, Jupiter can give you 111 times. Great riches. It can make you literally take you to the rag to riches, or somewhere you might have been born in a very dignified family or somewhere other way intellectual family. So that was Jupiter, friends. Then we come to the planet Venus, the natural second lord of family, wealth, food, glamour, the show off planet. And Venus is the seventh lord, the karaka of wife, spouse, business, diplomacy, artistic culture. But Venus is a Rakshas guru. Venus mostly covers all the glamorous things, arts, musics, fashion, beauty, garments, jewelries, branded, luxurious things, basically. Extreme level of riches. Lakshmi, it's a karaka symbol of Lakshmi. And 11th house falling into the domain of Jupiter. So whenever Venus is in the 11th house, it's a fantastic planet. In this lifetime, most of the people I have seen Venus in the 11th house, if you treat female, being a female or being a male, treat other females, a young woman in a bad way, if you have a bad character or if you are engaged in something very lustful activity or trying to ditch, trying to be jealous of others' achievement, success, this Venus is not going to help you. Because that Saturn will not support, Jupiter will not support. You might be having even exalted Venus here. But if that activity is good, Venus is the karaka of fourth house and seventh house. Great luxury, great achievement. With minimum effort, you can become a celebrity in your life. If you're a man, make sure that apart from your girlfriend or wife, you should not engage into any kind of group of female activity which is unethical in nature. No matter nowadays, everybody is very fond of body count, sexual engagement, lot many partners. Venus is the test in your life. It's a trap and a test. Let's say you are very good looking, you are a very rich man or a very good looking woman. Both are advantage of Venus only. And you come across, get lot of attention and you feel that you are superior. That beauty, that wealth will not stay remain. I have seen some of the people who were born in 1930s, 50s, they were having Venus in the 11th, but they misused the energy of Venus and later on they went through so much of trouble, pain in their life. their old age was literally horrible because Jupiter is the Karaka. It wants to see that how you manifest, achieve your goals, desire, achievement. Venus will give you lot many things here. Easily, extremely comfortable position for Venus. Technically, this is a Aquarius sign zone. But if Venus is retrograde here, this is the more deadliest and dangerous planet. It is the guru of Rakshasas, teacher of Rakshasas, devils. The same planet can ruin. In a man's chart, it's very dangerous. You might have done massive wrong things with a female in the past life. Let's say, even if you are female and you have a then being a female, you might have destroyed other females in past life out of jealousy to achieve something. You have followed unethical method because Jupiter is Vishnu. And if Lakshmi somewhere goes against the Vishnu, she needs to face the music. So you have to be extremely very careful. A good character, a civilized way of living, well dressing, well maintaining your body, beauty, and everything, staying neat and clean, using perfumes in your life, very neat and clean clothes. These Venus can give you abundance in your life. Be very fair in your life, in your activities, in your behavior. Be loyal to your spouse after marriage, especially to your girlfriend, your boyfriend. Otherwise, the very same Venus is a more tricky planet than any other planet in the 11th house. It can take you to the great heights beyond. It can give you even 1000 times great richness in your life. I have seen some of the people having Venus in the 11th house having massive level of richness, black money of like anything. But somewhere if you have earned through the wrong means, wrong unethical practices, it will reflect your spouse, it will reflect your children's, it will reflect you in old age times. You see a lot of enemies working behind you. You will come across the people in the limelight of tantrics, the people who are engaged into black magic. Venus is a Rakshas guru, so be very careful. If you're showing your birth chart to somebody in the social media, if somebody is giving you free of cost, or somebody always speaks completely according to your wish, then you are into the wrong company, wrong network. You have to be very careful. You must be in a position to listen good and bad, both sides in your life. You should not be only willing to listen the good side of your life. Because 11th house happened to be the 12th house from the 12th house. Universe introspection. And Venus is very good in imagination introspection, sensing the danger, coffee in something. Venus is a very far-sighted planet, very creative planet. If you use it in rightful manner, this Venus can give you. Never treat females in a bad way. Never try to abuse any female, no matter what, good or bad. So that was friends Venus in the 11th house. Then we come to the planet Saturn here. It's a Kark of 6, 8 and 12th house. Every people praises that Saturn in 11th house is extremely very beneficial. Not always. Saturn will not give you anything so easily in your life, especially if it's sitting in 23rd nakshatra. Same logic, retrograde Saturn. I've seen lot many people get destroyed after becoming billionaires. Life allowed them to become. It was a trap in their life. So retro Saturn in 11th is billion times more dangerous in 23rd nakshatra. But if that is sitting in a good nakshatra, it's a reward. But will it manifest at an early age of time? Depends. A dasha, antardasha, activization. And Saturn can literally make you rag to riches. It will pull you from the ground zero to the top-notch level. Our current Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, has Saturn in the 11th house in a Pushkar Navamsa. He's a Libra Ascendant Fellow. He's Atma Karaka also. Look the way he is networking, keeping connection with all sections of community. Sometimes you may feel that he is a people pleaser. No, very far-sighted person, very clever. They do not want to achieve anything overnight. No. Whenever Saturn is in the 11th house, it will always think about the consequence. It will not think in the short term. But it will create lot many infrastructure. It will create lot many ties, great network. Everything happen in a very silent and subtle manner. Whether you're a businessman, whether you're a working person, whether you're an astrologer, whether you're a director, Saturn can make you very experienced person, very knowledgeable persons. But after lot of hard work, this Saturn can give you great riches. Especially, I think at the later part, after 36, this Saturn can do fabulous. In some people's chart, I think let's say Saturn is in really Vargottam position or good position, can give you great result in early 30s also. With the condition, let's say Jupiter is in very good position. Jupiter is not retrograde in aspecting Saturn. I've seen some people becoming super rich during Saturn Dasha in early 30s because in past life they have got good Saturn. They have done a lot of good karma towards the people. Never treat old age people in a bad way. Never insult anybody who is poor or inferior to you in any way, physically, mentally challenge people because Saturn does not like that. Always keep your commitment. Don't give such commitments which you cannot fulfill. Saturn does not like any kind of drama. It's not like Rahu. Okay. It will not make you overnight rich. If somebody has become, that is the reflection of their past life good karma. Then only Saturn can give you extreme wealth, or somewhere you will born into a very powerful family. Your father, forefather might have done that hard work and you are literally born in the that family. So sometimes Saturn in that house can also show that you may not be the eldest child in your family, but your brother sister might have faced that challenge. Your father, your grandfather might have faced that challenge, and you are somewhere in that advantageous position. But how you take that legacy to the next level is the thing Saturn needs to see that. Saturn is a, I would like to say, fantastic. It's a far-sighted planet, visionary planet. If you think and work slowly, 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 it will make you very powerful in your life, but it will give you great enemies, people working behind you, trying to test your patience like anything, will be calling you names, and you will be bullied like anything in your life. But this is the price. I have to be very silent. You have to act like a lion in the Saturn who does not reply to the every barking dog in its way. You should be very goal oriented, focused. Your friends will be very limited people, trustworthy, loyal friends. But you are expert in the art of making connections with everybody, learning from everybody. Saturn definitely is a wise planet, experienced planet, but still it feels that I am not the complete universe. I have to see more traveling. Travel helps, hard work helps them a lot. After 36, these people will silently rise like anything. So that was Saturn, friends. And then finally, we come to the planet Rahu. Rahu is the co-lord of Aquarius sign of ultimately desires, unfinished desires. And everybody praises Rahu in the 11th house like anything. Up to some extent, even I have seen in some of the people, basically Rahu in 11th house have really given them great achievements written in their life. But it's not just because of Rahu. Somewhere, if you see, Jupiter will be in a very good condition in the chart. You cannot look Rahu in isolation in 11th house. No. I've seen some of the people during the Rahu Mahadasha, the first 13, 14 years, they made massive money, black money, ethical money, unethical money, good, bad, all things. But when the Dasha was in the ending position, they end up in trouble with lot of litigation. They were detected, they were the part of some fraudulent racket, drugs, prostitution, betting industry, narcotics, some shortcut methods, because Rahu does not believe in rules and regulations. Rahu is completely a very tricky planet in the 11th house, more dangerous in there. You will be around completely bad kind, dual kind of people around you. If somewhere this Rahu Dasha comes in your early teenage life, let's say between 10 to 30 and Rahu is in 11th, and if Jupiter is combust in your chart, 11th Lord is combust, okay, this Rahu can give you something with a very short frame of mind. It will destroy your youthfulness in your life and you will regret like anything. Otherwise, if Rahu is aspected by Jupiter, aspected by Saturn, this is good. But if Rahu is making connection with any other planet, let's say Sun Rahu, Moon Rahu, Mars Rahu, Mercury Rahu, Venus Rahu, Jupiter Rahu, Saturn Rahu, it will bring lot many controversies in your life. You will be unpopular in lot many ways. Some people feel that just because we will create controversies, we will do something opposite to the world. If somebody, let's say nowadays in the YouTube, there's a trend going on. If some people are speaking positive and getting views for something, some people will deliberately, knowingly speak the opposite of that. Why? Just to catch your attention. They may be influenced by Rahu. They are only bothered about achievements by hooks or crooks. That is the approach of Rahu. But I will not say that this is applicable to every person. But somehow that Rahu basically will make them come across a very dicey and dangerous people around them. They may not know. They may give you short-term gains, achievement, train, gaming, making money through games, through app and dating app and something. They may be end up in litigation, conflict or something. They may be blackmailed. I have chart of lot many clients basically who have come to me. They have fallen into the trap, shortcut money making tips nowadays in the social media. So people with the Rahu in the 11th house, I will not give you any. Yes, it can make you multi-billionaire. I have seen some of the chart, but they've gone through ethical route. Some small things basically. Because look, Rahu only has the mouth, knows how to eat. It doesn't has the stomach. It doesn't understand whether I'm capable, why I'm getting something very easily in your life. That question should always, let's say some astrologers are willing to give you free consultations all the time. Are you aware that which kind of people are taking your data, being a male, female? Your all things will be made. You might have made your Facebook account, YouTube account, or let's say any account at a private, locked. But just because anybody is giving you free information, you have literally exposed your every detail to them. There are a lot of rackets working in the social media, human trafficking, female prostitution. There are a lot of, I think, dating apps. There are a lot of fraudulent people basically. There are fake matrimonial apps. I've gone to lot many girls chat, boys chat. They have been trapped here and they have end up in a such situation. They are blackmailed. Some of them have committed suicide in their life. Some people see that Rahu is going to work brilliant for everybody in 11th. No, it's a very dangerous planet. I would like to say don't fall for any shortcut trap. If your past life to your fifth lord is not in a good condition, don't expect, and Jupiter, don't expect 11th house planet is going to give you something out of the box. No. 11th house is the reflection of your fifth house. Why? Fifth house is your Purva Punya. Jupiter is the kark of that. Fifth lord Jupiter good. 11th house, no matter how bad, will give you somewhere the good result. And Rahu is anywhere placed in the 23rd nakshatra from your birth ascendant nakshatra or from the moon, this can be very dangerous planet in your life. You'll be company in a you will be in a company of a completely bullshit kind of a people in your life. I have confessions of lot many of my client over the Zoom discussion and video conferences, which I cannot make public due to security reasons. But I am not trying to create fear, but never go for any shortcut or unethical way of earning. In short term, you may feel that is fine, but once you'll be trapped, there are a lot of international agencies basically trapping the peoples, basically the youthful people. Those who are very vulnerable, they're not getting success by ethical way, they're testing or something, and later on they end up in a very big trouble. So that was Rahu, friends, and finally we come to the last planet, basically Ketu. And Ketu is the karka of your past life, karma, good, bad, both. Let's say if Ketu is in 23rd nakshatra, don't expect. It's like a brutal punishment. In past life, you might have done massive fraudulent active destruction, damage to the mankind, humanity. You might have been terrorist also. Ketu is like volcanic explosion. Ketu is a shadow of Mars. You might have killed lot many peoples. One thing is quite possible. Ketu in the 11th house might have affected lot many humans in past life. That is one side of the story. But let's say if Ketu is not in 23rd nakshatra, but somewhere in good nakshatra, and that nakshatra lord Jupiter, if is in good position, this Ketu can give you unexpected wealth in your life without any hard work. I have seen some great people basically are not bothered about making money or something. They're very great in researching, doing something. They don't have many friends. Sometimes they don't have siblings. But somewhere this Ketu will somewhere cut down your network in this life. If any other planet is there, then Ketu. But don't be very gain oriented. Ketu in 11th house says that don't work for the motive of achievements. Work in silence. Be very creative in life, but it should not be harming to the peoples to manifest your desired achievement in your life. So friends, this was my video, my input on planets on the 11th house I have given you. You can also check my other videos for lot many technical terms I have used here. And if anybody willing to take professional consultation or want to learn astrology in a very detailed manner, I have lot many courses I am teaching on a Zoom video conference in a one-to-one app. I have lot many courses. You can approach me in the number I'm dropping down in the description, my WhatsApp number. You can message me first. Before giving me a call, try to make a message first. Because let's say sometime you may be trying to call me, I may be busy in a consultation, I may be busy in a classes, may not be picking your call. So don't think that I'm not entertaining, because my rule is at one time, one task. I don't multi-focus. My subject is not like that. First go, first serve is my way of working. I'm little bit slow, precise in that way. So friends, if you like this video, please subscribe this channel, put a like, share with your friends and family. If you have any comment, questions, doubts, you can drop down into the description center. So friends, this was today's input. I'll be coming with some more interesting videos very soon. So stay connected with this channel.